Unlocking your potential. The surprising benefits of solitude in old age. Have you ever stopped to think that the secret to unleashing your true capabilities might be right in front of you, masquerading as something ordinary? It's not about acquiring the latest tech gadget or stumbling upon a mysterious elixir. It's about embracing something we frequently overlook or, surprisingly, dread: the power of being alone. For many, solitude is synonymous with loneliness or idleness. But what if solitude is actually your untapped superpower, waiting to be harnessed? Solitude isn't about cutting yourself off from the world. It's about crafting a sanctuary where you can replenish your mental and emotional energies. Imagine it as your personal retreat, a serene escape from the whirlwind of life. When you're by yourself, you're the master of your schedule and surroundings. No interruptions, no obligations, just your undivided attention to your inner self. Here's where the real transformation begins. Solitude offers a unique chance to embark on a profound journey of self-discovery. In the midst of our hectic lives, we're incessantly bombarded with the views, expectations, and demands of others. How often do you genuinely pause to tune into your own inner voice, to listen to what you truly want? Solitude hits the pause button on life's cacophony, granting you the space to explore your innermost thoughts, feelings, and aspirations without the sway of external voices. It's akin to having an uninterrupted, deeply honest conversation with yourself, and you might be astonished at the revelations that surface. You could unearth a long-forgotten passion, gain crystal clarity on a lingering dilemma, or simply feel more grounded. Moreover, solitude serves as a potent recalibration tool for your mind. In today's hyper-connected era, our brains are perpetually on, processing data, reacting to stimuli, juggling multiple tasks at once. This relentless mental hustle can culminate in burnout and a significant dip in productivity. Solitude steps in as a much-needed interlude, allowing your mind to unwind, relax, and rejuvenate. Now, let's tackle a common misconception head-on. Isn't solitude dull and uneventful? Absolutely not. It's a gateway to personal evolution, self-awareness, and yes, even adventure. The quietest moments of solitude can paradoxically become the fertile ground for your most ingenious ideas and profound epiphanies. As we dive deeper into solitude's myriad benefits, I invite you to reassess your stance on alone time. Are you nurturing it, or shying away from it? What untold treasures could you uncover by intentionally weaving more solitude into the fabric of your life? Let's explore one of solitude's most compelling facets: reflection. Ever felt like you're navigating life on autopilot, responding to situations reactively without a clear why? Solitude crafts the ideal setting for introspection, enabling you to halt, reflect, and genuinely examine your thoughts and emotions. In the stillness, you're free to interrogate your inner world with crucial questions. What sparks joy within me? What are my deepest fears? What are my genuine aspirations? This inward examination paves the way for heightened self-awareness, a cornerstone of emotional intelligence. Envision solitude as your bespoke laboratory for emotional exploration. Unshackled from the noise of external judgments, you can dissect your responses to life's varied scenarios. Why did a seemingly innocuous comment unsettle you so deeply? What's the real drive behind your ambitions? Deciphering these emotional triggers empowers you to react more mindfully in the future. Solitude-facilitated reflection also grants you the clarity to connect life's dots. You start noticing behavioral patterns or relationship dynamics that previously flew under your radar. Such insights can be nothing short of transformative, catalyzing personal growth and sharpening your decision-making acumen. Importantly, reflection isn't merely a rearview mirror exercise, analyzing past actions. It's equally a forward-looking endeavor. Solitude gifts you the mental space to envision your future boldly, set purposeful goals, unencumbered by external pressures. You focus on what genuinely resonates with your core. Remember, reflection is a muscle that strengthens with consistent exercise. The more you indulge in thoughtful solitude, the more adept you'll become at navigating your inner landscapes and life's complexities with grace. So, how frequently do you gift yourself the luxury of reflective solitude? What profound insights await your discovery if you were to make solitude a cherished, regular companion? Imagine a world where you're not swayed by the tides of public opinion, where your decisions are guided by your inner compass, and your actions reflect your true self. This is the empowering realm of solitude, a sanctuary that nurtures your independence and self-reliance in an era that often pressures us to blend in. Have you ever stopped to consider the immense value of cultivating your own thoughts, making choices without external influence, and standing by your convictions? Solitude offers the ideal environment for autonomy to flourish. When you're alone, you're liberated from the immediate sway of others' views and expectations. This precious freedom grants you the space to delve into your innermost thoughts, values, and aspirations, untethered by the weight of external judgment. Think of solitude as your personal gym for decision-making. Without the crutch of others to lean on, you're compelled to evaluate options meticulously, ponder the consequences of your choices, and ultimately, place unwavering trust in your own discernment. This rigorous process fortifies your decision-making abilities, imbuing you with a profound confidence in the choices you make. The autonomy you develop through embracing solitude also arms you with a shield against the pressures of conformity. When you're at ease with your own company and adept at making independent decisions, you're far less susceptible to the whims of what others deem right for you. You evolve into a more authentic version of yourself, living life on your terms rather than mimicking the steps of the crowd. Moreover, solitude plays a pivotal role in helping you forge a robust sense of identity. Absent the constant din of external inputs, you're able to tune into your own frequency, focusing intently on deciphering your needs, preferences, and core values. This deep-seated self-knowledge is the cornerstone for establishing healthy boundaries, pursuing ambitions that are truly yours, and nurturing relationships that enrich your life. It's crucial to understand that autonomy isn't about erecting walls around yourself, severing ties with others, or dismissing valuable advice. Rather, it's about honing your critical thinking skills and aligning your choices with the essence of who you are. It's the art of standing firmly on your ground while engaging vibrantly with the world around you. As you nurture autonomy through the practice of solitude, you'll discover an unexpected resilience in the face of adversity. You'll cultivate the inner fortitude to navigate life's storms and the unshakable confidence to chase your dreams, even when they chart a course different from the norm. Reflect for a moment, how would your life transform if you possessed unyielding faith in your judgment? What bold decisions would you make if the opinions of others no longer held sway over you? It's intriguing to ponder how solitude, often misconstrued as isolation, can paradoxically fortify your relationships. Let's unravel this fascinating enigma together. Picture yourself amidst a vibrant gathering, surrounded by the hum of conversations and laughter, yet feeling eerily disconnected, a scenario all too familiar for many. Now, contrast that with a different scene. You've dedicated a day to solitude, immersing yourself in a good book, introspecting, or perhaps taking a contemplative walk. When you finally meet a friend over coffee, there's a palpable shift. You're fully present, your listening is more profound, you're sharing more sincere, and the connection you forge is deeply meaningful. This is the subtle yet powerful magic of solitude on relationships. Spending quality time alone acts as a rejuvenating balm for our social energies. It gifts us the bandwidth to process our thoughts and emotions, leading to heightened self-awareness. This clarity becomes our superpower in social interactions, enabling us to engage more authentically. But the benefits don't stop there. Solitude also sensitizes us to the value of genuine connections. It's akin to the principle of fasting before feasting. The appreciation and joy for the feast are immensely amplified. By temporarily stepping back from the relentless pace of social engagement, we begin to discern between relationships that nourish our souls and those that merely skim the surface. Furthermore, solitude refines our ability to listen, not just to others, but to our inner selves. The stillness of our alone time teaches us to attune to our inner voice, a skill that beautifully translates into our conversations with others. We become more empathetic listeners, adept at catching the subtle nuances in dialogue. And let's celebrate the boon of personal evolution that solitude brings. Time spent alone is an opportunity to nurture our passions, solidify our opinions, and incubate our ideas. We emerge as more intriguing individuals, armed with richer life experiences and insights to share. Who wouldn't be drawn to a conversation with someone who exudes passion, confidence, and a deep understanding of themselves? Here's the clincher: solitude instills in us a profound comfort with our own skin. When we're at peace with ourselves, our relationships undergo a beautiful metamorphosis. They're no longer driven by neediness or a quest for validation, but are instead built on the sturdy foundation of self-love, mutual respect, and a genuine desire for connection. In essence, solitude doesn't isolate us, it prepares us for richer, more meaningful engagements with the world. When we feel comfortable in our own skin, we tend to rely less on external validation from others. This shift transforms our relationships from being about filling an emotional gap to fostering authentic connections. So, the next time you feel the urge to be socially active all the time, consider this: could a bit of solitude actually enhance your relationships? Imagine a skilled sailor navigating through turbulent waters. The waves crash around him, and the wind howls fiercely, yet the sailor remains composed. This scenario exemplifies emotional resilience, and solitude serves as your vast ocean where you can practice this vital skill. But you may wonder, how does spending time alone contribute to building such strength? Solitude removes distractions, allowing you to confront your inner self directly. In these peaceful moments, you face your fears and anxieties. Initially, this can feel overwhelming, much like being tossed around in choppy seas. However, with time, you learn to find your balance. In the stillness of solitude, your own voice becomes clearer, and you start to grasp the ebb and flow of your emotions. You might ask yourself why a particular comment upset you so much, or what lies behind that sudden outburst of anger. These realizations act as your guiding compass, helping you navigate through emotional turmoil. Moreover, solitude fosters self-reliance. When there's no one else to depend on, you uncover your own inner strength. You learn to comfort yourself and devise your own solutions. It's akin to learning to swim. At first, it feels intimidating, but soon you find yourself gliding through the water with newfound confidence. Consider this: have you ever observed how some individuals seem unshakable, regardless of the challenges life throws their way? It's likely that they have mastered the practice of solitude. The beauty of emotional resilience is that it not only helps you endure life's storms but also enables you to flourish amidst them. Each moment spent in solitude is an opportunity to strengthen your emotional capabilities. Over time, you will notice that you recover more quickly and stand taller when faced with difficulties. So, are you prepared to explore the depths of solitude and emerge even stronger? The journey toward emotional resilience begins with a single step, or in this case, a moment spent alone. We all encounter crossroads in life, whether they are significant or minor. Should you accept that new job offer? How do you resolve a disagreement with a friend? What's the best approach to tackle a challenging project? In these pivotal moments, the value of solitude becomes evident. When you take a step back from the clamor of everyday life and dedicate time to reflect on your thoughts, something extraordinary occurs. Your mind clears, much like a pond settling after a storm. In this newfound clarity, you can see your options more distinctly, comprehend your feelings on a deeper level, and thoroughly consider the consequences of your choices. Solitude grants you the precious gift of uninterrupted focus. Without the incessant notifications or the sway of others' opinions, you can genuinely listen to your inner voice. This voice often contains insights that get drowned out in the chaos of daily life. However, seeking solitude for decision-making is not about isolating yourself, it's about creating an environment where you can think freely. This could involve taking a solitary walk in nature, finding a quiet nook in your home, or simply closing your eyes for a few moments of deep contemplation. In these solitary moments, you have the freedom to explore different scenarios in your mind, weighing the pros and cons without external pressure. You can pose essential questions to yourself: what do I truly desire? What aligns with my core values? What are the long-term effects of this decision? As you practice making choices in solitude, you will likely discover that your decisions become more aligned with your authentic self. You will feel a greater sense of confidence in your choices. Making decisions from a foundation of thoughtful consideration rather than reactionary impulses or external pressures is invaluable in today's rapidly moving environment. While many professionals searching for optimal performance frequently explore innovative methodologies, tools, or partnerships, they might be overlooking a powerful performance enhancer that requires no purchase or download: Solitude, your untapped resource for elevating productivity and achieving excellence. Reflect on your standard workday for a moment. How frequently do you experience being drawn in numerous directions simultaneously, managing multiple responsibilities while addressing a continuous flow of interruptions? This perpetual state of responsiveness can dramatically reduce your capacity to deliver exceptional work. Solitude presents a refreshing counterpoint to this chaos. By establishing dedicated periods of uninterrupted alone time, you create conditions where profound concentration can thrive. In this interruption-free environment, your mind can fully immerse in the current activity. Think about the phenomenon of flow, that remarkable mental state where you become completely absorbed in your work. Time seems to accelerate, and your finest contributions materialize naturally. Solitude establishes ideal circumstances for entering this state. Without the necessity to respond to colleagues or transition between varied tasks, you can immerse yourself completely in your work, often resulting in significant breakthroughs and creative solutions. The benefits of solitude extend beyond immediate performance improvements. These quiet intervals allow for essential periods of restoration and contemplation. Such moments of peaceful reflection enable you to recognize areas requiring development, formulate more effective strategies, and replenish your cognitive resources. Furthermore, solitude significantly enhances your creative capabilities. When alone with your thoughts, your mind enjoys the freedom to explore and establish unexpected connections. Throughout history, numerous groundbreaking ideas have emerged during periods of isolation. Incorporating additional solitude into your professional routine might be as straightforward as designating specific, do not disturb timeframes on your schedule, locating a tranquil workspace, or beginning each day with a period of independent focus before daily demands accumulate. While we frequently hear about the significance of networking and building relationships, we rarely discuss the importance of emotional self-sufficiency. Solitude plays a fundamental role in maintaining healthy emotional equilibrium, particularly regarding the avoidance of excessive or unhealthy attachments. In the tranquility of solitude, we gain opportunities to examine our relationships and emotional patterns without external influences. This self-examination helps us identify instances where we might be excessively dependent on others for emotional fulfillment or happiness. Dedicating time to being alone fosters self-reliance. As we learn to appreciate our own company and address our emotional requirements independently, we become less prone to developing clingy or codependent relationships. This doesn't suggest becoming emotionally detached, rather, it involves cultivating a robust sense of identity that exists independently from our connections with others. Solitude also provides protection against the emotional fluctuations that often result from continuously seeking external validation. When comfortable being alone, we're less inclined to make choices or alter our behavior merely to please others or preserve relationships at any cost. Additionally, time spent in solitude helps us differentiate between genuine emotional connections and those based on habit, convenience, or fear of isolation. This clarity often leads to more authentic and fulfilling relationships as we choose to connect with others from a position of desire rather than necessity. It's crucial to understand that avoiding unhealthy emotional attachments doesn't mean avoiding all emotional connections. Instead, it's about finding equilibrium, developing meaningful relationships while preserving your emotional independence. By cultivating comfort with solitude, we develop the ability to step back when necessary, objectively assess our emotional landscape, and make choices that align with our when was the last time you truly allowed yourself to enjoy something solely for your own pleasure, without worrying about what others might think. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in meeting others' expectations, often at the expense of our own desires. solitude offers a rare and beautiful opportunity to step away from the noise and reconnect with your authentic self. In moments of solitude, you're free to embrace your true interests, no matter how unconventional they may seem. Think about those guilty pleasures you might keep to yourself, like that cheesy romance novel you can't get enough of, the quirky hobby you're passionate about, or the obscure music that resonates deeply with you. When you're alone, you can dive into these loves wholeheartedly, without fear of judgment or the need to explain yourself. Solitude also gives you the freedom to set your own pace. You can linger over activities you enjoy, taking as much time as you need without feeling rushed or pressured to move on. This unhurried approach often leads to a deeper appreciation and more profound enjoyment of the things that bring you joy. It's a chance to savor every moment and truly immerse yourself in what you love. Moreover, solitude provides the perfect environment for self-discovery. Without the influence of others' opinions, you might find yourself drawn to new interests or rediscovering old passions. This journey of exploration can be incredibly fulfilling, leading to a richer and more diverse life filled with personal pleasures. Perhaps most importantly, enjoying your own company sends a powerful message to yourself: your happiness matters, regardless of others' involvement or approval. This self-validation can significantly boost your overall well-being and self-esteem. So, why not carve out some time for solitary enjoyment? You might be surprised by how refreshing and rejuvenating it can be to focus solely on what brings you joy. Solitude has long been recognized as a powerful catalyst for creativity. Many of history's greatest artists, writers, and thinkers have sought out moments of isolation to fuel their creative endeavors. There's something about the quiet, uninterrupted space of solitude that allows the mind to wander freely, making unexpected connections and giving birth to novel ideas. Without external stimuli or social pressures, your mind becomes a fertile ground for imagination. You're free to explore unconventional thoughts without fear of judgment or the need to immediately explain or justify your ideas. This mental freedom often leads to more innovative and original creative output. Solitude also provides the ideal environment for deep focus and flow states. Without interruptions, you can fully immerse yourself in your creative process, losing track of time as you bring your ideas to life. This unbroken concentration often results in work that feels more authentic and true to your unique creative vision. But here's a question worth pondering: how often do you allow yourself the luxury of uninterrupted creative time? In our hyper-connected world, true solitude can be hard to come by, yet it might be exactly what your creativity needs to flourish. Additionally, solitude offers a chance for your subconscious mind to work its magic. Often, our best ideas emerge not when we're actively trying to create, but in those quiet moments of reflection or even boredom. A solitary walk, a leisurely bath, or simply staring out the window can provide the mental space needed for creative breakthroughs. It's important to note that embracing solitude for creativity doesn't mean isolating yourself entirely. Instead, it's about finding a balance, gathering inspiration from the world around you, then retreating into solitude to process and create. Embracing the ebb and flow between social connection and solo contemplation can be the catalyst for a vibrant and enduring creative journey. To tap into this potential, consider scheduling regular intervals of solitude into your daily or weekly routine, whether that's dedicating an uninterrupted hour each day to creative pursuits or planning a periodic weekend getaway. These solitary periods of intense focus might just hold the secret to elevating your innovative capacities, both personally and professionally. In the midst of life's frenetic pace, it's remarkably easy to overlook the simple pleasures and blessings that envelop us. Solitude, however, offers a rare chance to hit the pause button, reflect deeply, and nurture a profound sense of appreciation, which subsequently enriches our overall quality of life. When we momentarily disengage from the relentless barrage of social stimuli and digital notifications, we create the mental bandwidth to acknowledge and truly savor life's tiny yet significant joys: the gentle warmth of sunlight dancing across your skin, the rich aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafting through the morning air, or the soft whisper of leaves rustling in the gentle breeze. These minute delights frequently escape our notice in the chaos of daily existence. By slowing our pace through solitude, we not only notice but also relish these fleeting moments, and in doing so, a deep-seated sense of fulfillment and gratitude organically emerges. This subtle yet profound shift in perspective can have far-reaching implications for our mental and emotional well-being. Imagine how your outlook on life might transform if you committed to regularly reflecting on the things you're genuinely thankful for. A growing body of research indicates that cultivating gratitude can lead to heightened happiness, diminished stress levels, and even tangible improvements in physical health. In the serene environment of solitude, we're able to engage with gratitude practices on a much deeper level, whether through the reflective act of journaling, the mindfulness of meditation, or the simplicity of quiet introspection. Furthermore, solitude grants us the unique opportunity to develop self-appreciation, untethered from the need for external validation. Here, we can candidly acknowledge our personal strengths, the efforts we've made, and the growth we've achieved, fostering resilience and a more positive self-image. By integrating solitude-driven gratitude practices into our routine, we gradually cultivate a more optimistic view of life, which then positively permeates every facet of our existence, enhancing our interpersonal relationships, professional endeavors, and overall satisfaction with life. Life's journey is inherently dynamic, filled with unexpected turns and critical junctures where the path forward seems uncertain. It is precisely at these crossroads that the transformative power of solitude reveals itself, serving as an inner compass that guides us through life's most pivotal decisions and potentially redirects our entire trajectory. In the quiet, distraction-free expanse of solitude, unswayed by external opinions and the din of daily distractions, we gain the clarity to step back and assess the broader canvas of our lives. This is our chance to confront those profound, often avoided questions that linger in the back of our minds. Are we genuinely content with our current life's direction? Do our daily actions align with our core values and long-term aspirations? Solitude furnishes the mental clarity to critically evaluate our past choices, ambitions, and the overall direction of our journey. It's akin to pressing pause on a critical scene in a film, allowing us to scrutinize the plot, reflect on the narrative of our past decisions, learn from our experiences, and harness these insights to chart a wiser future course. Here's a reflective question to ponder. When was the last time you allowed yourself the freedom to envision a bold, unbridled future, unencumbered by the weight of others' expectations? Solitude is the sanctuary where we can dare to dream big, explore unconventional possibilities, and contemplate significant life changes that we might hesitate to acknowledge in the presence of others. This could mean envisioning a radical career shift, reassessing the dynamics of a relationship, or even contemplating a fundamental overhaul of our lifestyle. Moreover, in solitude, we have the chance to attune ourselves to our inner voice, that intuitive wisdom we often possess deep within, but which gets drowned out by the cacophony of daily life. In the profound stillness of solitude, this quiet, guiding voice becomes audible once more, steering us toward life choices that resonate deeply with our authentic selves. Embracing solitude isn't about withdrawing, it's a proactive choice to recharge and align with your core values. When we prioritize moments of quiet reflection, we equip ourselves with the insight and resolve to drive meaningful transformations in our lives. This practice isn't about making impulsive decisions but rather about carefully evaluating our options and aligning actions with our deepest aspirations. Think of your mind and body as a complex system constantly adapting to life's demands. Just as any machine requires maintenance to function optimally, we need regular downtime to recalibrate and restore our internal balance. Solitude acts as our personal reset button, a chance to step away from life's fast-paced rhythm and fine-tune our inner workings. In these quiet moments, free from external distractions, our bodies and minds gain the opportunity to decompress. The constant influx of information and social interactions slows down, allowing your nervous system to shift from a state of heightened alertness to restorative equilibrium. This vital renewal helps preserve long-term energy levels and prevents burnout. Solitude also heightens our awareness of our unique energy cycles. By paying attention to when you feel most focused versus when you need to recharge, you can strategically schedule demanding tasks during peak periods and reserve low-energy moments for lighter activities. Have you ever noticed how even brief periods of solitude can renew your vitality? Intentionally incorporating these moments into your daily routine isn't passive rest, it's active energy management. This practice fosters productivity, spurs creativity, and deepens overall well-being. Remember, prioritizing solitude isn't self-indulgent, it's a necessary investment in your ability to engage fully with the world. Solitude's power lies in its versatility. It sharpens decision-making, fuels innovation, and helps us redirect life's trajectory. Yet its most profound benefit might be how it creates sacred space for self-discovery. In a world that values constant connection, carving out time for solitude may feel counterintuitive. Paradoxically, stepping back from external stimuli allows us to tune into our inner compass, to hear our thoughts clearly, understand true desires, and align actions with core values. Consider redefining solitude as the presence of self rather than the absence of others. This mindset shift transforms quiet moments into opportunities for renewal. Integrating solitude doesn't require overhauling your routine. Even small pockets of alone time, like a peaceful morning ritual, a reflective walk, or a few moments of mindfulness before bed, can yield significant benefits. The key is finding what resonates with you. This practice isn't about escaping the world but about reconnecting with yourself. When you engage in solitude with intention, you emerge stronger, clearer, and more authentic. The challenge becomes viewing these moments as essential to your growth, much like a battery recharge or a plant needing sunlight. By embracing this rhythm, you cultivate the resilience to navigate life's challenges from a position of strength.